moving and shaking. And it was delivered too.
Visionary when he's at his best. And I got big dreams, so I settle for less. Yeah, you think you know me, but you really don't. So let your dreams determine what you really want. Because I'm riding on the daily, doing big boy stuff while your niggas still blazing. And my first single, baby, it's amazing. But I don't understand why my niggas still hating. Ain't no such thing as downtime, nigga. You will find that I'm all about mine. And I'ma do this up, never get sleep, baby girl.
I had enough.
I swear the niggas getting faker. I ain't never went to sleep, so
I ain't never gotta wake up.
I got 2 pictures for my eyelids. You will lose a lot of sleep just to see what I did. And that's why success is what you're running from.
I got to do.
But I really need mine, so I got insomnia. Insomnia. Definition, I am the ammunition of hip hop, girl. I wear it down to my flip flops, and if you see it and still don't believe it,
we are one.
So baby girl, just let me be it. Check, check. Those that I affect, who's to protect when I'm going at your neck? No.
Tap, share, follow, guys, share the live. Grand Rising.
But I grind for hours and hours, and you will see showers while I'm prepping
Hey, Sam, Grand Rising. It was a wild night last night when it's saying
living in the moment and I'm thinking about my future. She living for my touch and I really thought I knew her. Yeah, but life it gets better. I'm not looking for love.
We're looking for the cheddar.
I swear the niggas getting faker.
Share the live, guys. Share the live. It was fun. We were actually sponsored last night too.
And that's what success is, what you're running from. But I really need mine,
so I got insomnia.
Insomnia. But I grind for hours and hours, and you will see the showers while I'm prepping on you cowards. But I grind for hours.
Share the live, guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm sharing.
I am the mover and the shaker. I ain't never been asleep.
So why should I wake up?
And I never got my chance to doze, but still I dream, baby girl, with no eyes closed. I am the visionary when he's at his best. And I got big dreams, so I settle for less. Yeah, you think you know me,
but you really don't.
So let your dreams determine what you
really want.
Cause I'm riding on the daily, doing big boy stuff while your niggas still blazing. And my first single, baby, it's amazing. But I don't understand why my niggas still hating. Ain't no such thing as
downtime,
nigga. You will find that I'm all about mine. And I'ma do this up, never get sleep, baby girl. I
got enough.
I swear the niggas getting faker.
Sharing it, guys. I'm sharing it live.
I ain't never gotta wake up. I got
2 pics in my eyelids. You will lose a lot of sleep just to see what I did.
And that's what
success is, what you're running from.
But I really need mine, so I got insomnia.
Insomnia.
Definition.
All right, welcome to the live, y'all. Welcome to the live.
I wear it down to my flip flops, and if you see it and still don't believe it, we are one, so baby girl, just let me be it. Check.
Hello, Sonia. Oh, thickness. Why it's not popping up over here?
No sleeping is also true.
Oh, like I just came back because I was sharing. Oh yeah. Anyway, make sure you guys share the live, guys. Share the live. Yeah, I did already. Just share it with your messenger and on your name. Hey, Juju, Grand Rising. Welcome to Morning Mantras, y'all. Your morning dose of inspiration. Your morning dose of weekend. Remember, Terror Tuesdays is tonight, guys. Terror Tuesdays is tonight. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Running from. But I really need mine, so I got insomnia.
Insomnia.
But I grind for hours and hours, and you will see the showers while I'm prepping on you cowards. But I grind for hours and hours, and you will see the showers while I'm
Rapping on your
Hey, did you?
cowards, cowards, you cowards, you cowards, you cowards, you cowards, you cowards, you cowards.
I swear the niggas getting faker. I ain't never went to sleep, so I ain't never gotta wake up. I got 2 pieces
So
for
you
my
still couldn't find
eyelids. You would
the
lose a
live
lot of
from last
sleep
night
just to
in
see
the
what
photo?
I did. And the
All I can
first
suggest is maybe it's still this longest one we've ever done. So I don't know.
May take longer.
This one from yesterday is still possible. How you all doing this morning? I'm just George,
I'm Sheila Smith.
and together we are 2DOPEsoulz. Grand rising to you. We are happy to be with you, and you know we come. Um, we coming to you to give you the daily dose of inspiration, and we're just excited to be here. We've been talking about a lot. I just want to take a breath because we have been talking about
Been saying
a
a lot of stuff.
lot. Been saying a lot of stuff.
A
Go
lot.
back, watch the replays. A lot of you all have been watching the replays, and you know, and diving and delving into the meat and potatoes of it and kind of dissecting because we've been saying a lot. We've been talking about breaking energetic curses.
Said
We've
a
been
lot.
talking about our psyche, our consciousness, and expanding our consciousness.
Said a lot.
Yeah, we said a lot. We were talking about enlightenment. We were talking about believing in revelation more than the situation.
Yeah.
Just on Sunday morning, we talked about the power of you. Talk about how being uncomfortable has saved our lives. We've been talking about a lot. So my question is, what are we doing with all of this information?
Because it's a lot to intake, and we've said all of this, I believe, within the last 2 weeks, right? And so where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? That's a song. I just popped in my head. But where do we go from here, guys? Where do we take all of this information? Because it's information, right? And we have information now, and this information has become now knowledge. What do we now do with the knowledge that we have to fix or correct, like we said, our chromatic patterns? What do we do? What do we do? We're taking notes. That's good. But what do we do with the notes? Because oftentimes, I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I took good notes, took really good notes, but I never went back to the notes when it was test time. I just never could go back and study the notes. But as long as I was doing the thing, doing it in class, and I was exercising what the teacher had taught in the notes taking session, I was okay as long as I was actively doing it. But if you take notes and you don't actively do what the notes suggest, then it's not going to work when it's time to take the test.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not going to work when it's time to take the test. So notes are good. You cannot just have the note and that was just be what it is, a note.
It's something you have to reference.
Right.
You have to go back to it. And, as I was taught, because I was raised as a minister, right? I was a minister early. And so my mentors, they used to teach me, because, the Bible says, study to show themselves approved unto God, or workman needed not ashamed by the divine word of truth, right? She study. And so my mentors and my teachers will always tell me that I should study as a habit and not just study to preach, or just to prepare for a message or an event or a sermon. Always be studying. Mm-hmm. So the thing of it is, if you're just studying just for the test, then you're going to fail miserably. Exactly. The reason why most people are prepared for a test or any test, whether it be a written exam or whether it be a physical exam, or life, is because it is embedded or it is etched or engraved in them. It's a part of their life. It's a part of their frequency. The reason why you're able to pass, thank you, Stan. The reason why you're able to pass a test is because you have been putting it into practice. You didn't just take the notes, listen to the teacher, take the note down, stuff it in your bag and go home. No, you took the note, you pulled it out and you referenced it and you applied it to your life. You applied it to your life, right? You put it into practices. Do you not understand that just as the doctor is practicing medicine, just as a pagan is practicing their craft, do you not know that we are all practicing life?
It's a practice.
It's a practice. That's why when we don't get it right, we keep coming back. We keep recycling and coming back because we steady are accumulating answers and we are learning and we are growing and we are enlightening and we are illuminating. The only thing that's inevitable is change. Learn to roll with the punches, change with the change, and shift with the shift. And I promise you, everything's going to be all right. So, as Sheila said, don't just take the note and stuff it away, but take the note, Juju. Take the note, saying y'all, and reference that bad boy. I like what she said. Applying the principles to ourselves and putting in the work.
Yeah.
And because those notes are nuggets, and they are nuggets of fuel to actually help you put in the work. So when the test does come up, it'll be a practice,
Not only
a
that,
habit,
though, the note,
and not a crown.
right? The note is like two types of energy.
Well, okay,
The
kinetic
note is Connecticut or
and
potential.
potential.
It's potential because you just received it. Hey, Ernestine. Hey, cousin. You
Ernestine
found us.
Compton, what's up, baby?
Hey, cousin. The note is potential.
Uh-huh.
It's potential energy.
Wow.
It's energy that's sitting, not moving, not in motion. It is not until you take the notes that you've been receiving, or the words you've got from 2DOPEsoulz, or the prophecies, or the readings, or the revelations, or the wisdom. It's not until you put that into practice that become Connecticut, moving, the moving energy, the energy that makes the lights come on, the energy that makes you be able to charge your phone, the energy that keeps your refrigerator running, so you can eat. If you don't ever take those notes from potential to Connecticut, stop taking notes.
Because you're wasting energy.
You're wasting energy. Because remember, your focus goes where your energy goes. So if your focus is on
Energy goes
good notes.
Yeah, focus. Yep.
Oh, we.
And it's gonna stay there.
Oh, look what revelation I got when 2DOPEsoulz told me that this would happen to me,
But what
and this why it happened to me.
What did you do with the
But
revelation
that's
of when
okay
this
though.
that happened?
I know it happened to me.
No.
Just George.
What are you gonna do with it, Sheila
But I
Speaks?
know it happened, so I acknowledge that it happened.
But knowing, I learned when I watched G.I. Joe growing up that knowing was only half of the battle.
But I acknowledge that it happened.
No, but
so I gotta do something else other than
action
just
is
acknowledge it.
so karma
okay.
is an action word, because the word karma means action. So if you want to correct your karma, you have to do
You
something.
gotta take some action, guys.
Even scripture says faith without works
is dead. That means that we have to make sure that everything that we say, and I know what you meant. Don't miss me.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to you.
You're talking to the whole. We're using it as an example.
I'm saying this, guys, that no matter how much we say we're gonna do something, if we don't say it here first, this doesn't even matter. Because 9 times out of 10, what you think, you don't say. 9 times out of 10, what you're thinking, you don't actually say. Watch this. You could be so angry with somebody, and you want to tell them exactly how you feel about them, but by the time it come out your mouth, it is not what you thought. Now, tell me.
I agree.
It is not what you thought. So our thought process needs to flow through our speech and then our actions. But it first has to start in our thought process. Remember, y'all, people say that you got demons. You ain't got no demons. You just got some thoughts you need to deal with.
A demon is a thought, guys. That's all it is. The demons that you battle, and you battle in arguments and thoughts in your
within
head.
yourself. You're fighting a battle of one. There's nobody on the field of the battlefield with you. If you look across the distance at the people that are coming at you, and you're looking across the distance, you see a crowd of people coming at you because you're in war, right? You're in the middle of battle, and you are prepared to fight. But when they get closer, the closer they get. Wait a minute, is that a million me's? Yeah, it's you. It's you fighting yourself. It's you fighting your purpose. It's you fighting your destiny. It's you fighting the fact that you need to tell people that you are tired of just existing around them. It's you that need to tell people, I don't want to be tolerated by you anymore. I want to be celebrated. And if you can't celebrate me, then this relationship is over. That's what y'all are afraid of. You're afraid to tell somebody it's over. And the reason why you're afraid is because you don't know who you are, and you can't survive right now on your own. But it's time to take back all your power and all your strength.
Take back all your power.
Take back your power.
Because first of all, who took your power? Who took your authority? Who took your strength? You have to go back to the source. You have to go back to where you left it, gave it up, or where it was stolen, whatever category it falls in for you. But you have to own your piece of the puzzle.
Own your piece of the puzzle.
Own your part of the destruction. Own your part of the malnutrition of your life, because we all play a part, whether we've allowed something or whether we went into something knowing good and well what each consequence was.
Absolutely.
So here we are. But yesterday ended last night. The question is, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do right
That's
now?
right, Justin.
What are you going to do in this moment?
OYS,
As
baby.
long as you have prana, chi, life force energy flowing through you, the sky isn't even the limit.
Right.
Trust me on that. Juju, if that's the case, we all got a lot of work to do. If you want to cuss somebody out and you got a lot of work to do because of that, we want to cuss their ass. Some of us actually cuss their ass out.
Mhm.
And I don't think I got to work on myself in that area because I think they need it when they get it. If you can get me to cuss your ass out, then you needed it. You deserved it. It was well deserved, well needed. And you the one need the work done, not me. And that's on period, for real.
Because you're owning yours and you're delivering the message to say, hey,
Hey, Jessica,
this is not the way it's going to be when you're dealing with me. Now, this is how you do it.
right, Jessica.
This is how you do it. This may be your behavior with other folk. And other folk may allow this behavior. But this behavior is not acceptable over here. That's how you separate yourself from people that are really wanting to change, or people that just want to be around you for nothing, for no reason, just to be dead weight. So if you get to a place where you can't tell people
Dead
how
weight.
dead
They don't have dead weight in their life. Man, stop stirring these people up and telling them,
Yes,
putting all these ideas in their head.
Yes, they do.
Dead weight?
Yes,
So
they
you
do.
mean to tell me that they've gotten comfortable dragging around weight that doesn't belong to them?
Absolutely. Because I did.
I bet y'all calf muscles are strong.
Listen,
How do you get rid of dead weight in your life? How did you get rid of dead weight in your life?
by first acknowledging that you're the first weight.
Ooh.
You're the first weight that's holding you down. You're the first one.
So why are you getting walked over? Again, you're the first weight, Juju.
And the heaviest at that.
And the heaviest at that. So why are you getting walked over?
So here's the thing though. Watch this. I don't know nothing about lifting weights, but I just thought about something. Remember I just said that you said, how do you get rid of it, right? You get rid of it by you releasing yourself as the first weight.
Mm-hmm.
And you are, my friend, the heaviest weight. I don't know nothing about building weight on a bar,
resistance and
but
reps.
I do know something, that you don't put the smallest weight first.
No.
You put the biggest one first.
Right.
And then the smallest one just holds the biggest one in place.
Proportionate.
So
Balance.
what it leads me to believe is, because I know that we are the biggest weight in our life, you put yourself on, but you put yourself on backwards. You let the little people come because they're closest to you, and then you put yourself last. So when it's time for you to understand something, you got to go through what everybody else said to you, those little bitty weights, because you're actually the biggest weight. You actually have the most power, but you're letting the little weight carry. So now you off balance. You put that shit on backwards on a weight out, and ask somebody, put it on backwards and see what happens. The biggest weight goes first when lifting weights. So you're the bigger weight while you allow those peons to pull on you and pull away from you.
The little foxes that spoil the vines.
Whole vine.
So Juju said that you get walked over because they take your kindness for weakness. Okay, I hear that all day a million times. Why? Why does people mistake your kindness for weakness? Is it because your kindness is weak?
That part.
Because if you get to the place where you want to cuss somebody out, that's ticking time bomb status.
Mm-hmm.
That means that this is a cuss that you've been holding.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just wake up in the morning, Juju. You have a great heart. You don't just wake up in the morning and want to cuss somebody out, right? It's a boil. It's a bill, like the young lady at work, right? Like certain family members over time, over years. Just the disrespect keeps building up. So the thing is, it's not that people are taking your kindness for weakness. When you are kind, at times you are being weak. Follow what I'm saying?
When you shouldn't be kind.
When you shouldn't be kind. When you don't stand up because I give too much respect and don't get it. That's not respect. That's called false humility. Because if you're giving something that you're not receiving, you're no longer giving a person respect if they're disrespecting you, because now you're giving it grudgingly. Mm-hmm. And your kindness toward them is now fake. Mm-hmm. And that's why they take it for weakness, because you're not being real.
Because they don't believe it.
They don't believe it.
They don't believe that what you're giving them in that moment is true because you don't believe it.
But now that you're in a position where you're kind when you need to be kind and you're stern when you need to be stern, now you're in a position where you're standing up for yourself and you're putting people in their place and you're teaching people how to handle you. Now your stars are going to change. Now people are going to take your kindness for kindness, your weakness for weakness,
Right.
and your strength for strength.
Because that comes with balance.
It comes with balance. Again, with the weights.
And that's again with the weights. That's why you have to make sure that everybody that's in your circle that talks or speaks to you know
Right.
that you're heavyweight.
Yeah.
In your life, you heavyweight.
In your world, in your
world, you heavyweight.
In your circle of friends, in your family,
okay?
You're the heavyweight.
Thank you,
Tasha. Thank you,
You're
baby.
heavyweight. And when you give them the right formula. See, the problem is you trying to give them a problem to solve and they don't have the answer. Only you have the answer. Let me get closer to y'all. Y'all trying to give people a problem to solve, and the problem is you, right? But you want them to solve something that they don't have the solution to. You have the solution. And the reason why you mishandle is because you got the wrong problem on the board.
Remember, I told you the teacher is only comfortable putting the problem on the board because the teacher knows that you know how to come up with the solution. Why? Because they taught it to you.
Yeah.
And so what you're doing is you passing off problems that only you were designed to solve.
Only you were designed to solve.
Off to others that have no clue.
No clue
on how, watch this though, on how to come up with a solution.
How?
And then we complain about we don't have problem solvers around us.
You're not going to have a problem solver.
Have you taught them how to solve the problem?
And the problem is your problem to solve. So why do you expect people to be around you to help you solve something that you yourself have denied? That you yourself have denied.
Word.
You have denied the very equation, which is you, to solve. You have the answer. Nobody else does. So, Juju, it is not hard to be happy all the time. You choose to be unhappy.
You have to decide what you're going to be happy and sad
You know
about.
I'm not going to accept that answer.
It's hard to be happy all the time. That is a weak statement, and we're not going to accept that in this room. It is not. You know what? It's actually easier to be happy than it is to be sad. It actually is. It's the circumstances, what you surround yourself with. It's who you surround yourself with. It's who you choose to give your energy to. Energy goes where the focus goes. Right. It's what you choose to focus on, what you choose to lean on. It's the power of the subconscious mind. Whatever you give your mind to, that's what has
focus goes.
And that's where has the rule over you.
So if that is truly your sentiment, and I believe it is because you said it. I believe it is because you said
it's hard that you just on it. Right.
I believe it is because you said it.
Right.
But that comes from the dissatisfaction. You ready? Because you barely texted me, so I'm going to say it right here. That comes from the dissatisfaction in the choices that you made. And so in the choices, you're sitting right now today in the choices that you made yesterday. Let's talk about it for a second, Juju. Let's find out why the happiness or why it's hard to be happy. You're sitting today in the seat that you chose yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. So if every day up until today has been hard to be happy, we got to find out today what we need to do to make sure tomorrow is not like today. The only way you can do that is acknowledging that you pissed off. I said it. You're not just angry, but you are livid. Let me tell you something. As beautiful as you are, when I look at your pictures sometimes, I see your anger. I see it.
Very angry.
You show it. As much as you smile and as beautiful as you are, I still see your anger in your pictures. So leads me to believe that there are several. That's why you're being mentored by 2DOPEsoulz, and that's why I'm your personal mentor, right? Because there's so many dead, stale, blackout moments within your subconsciousness that causes you to not want to feel. So you have placed yourself by your actions and by your words and by your not accepting and dealing with the things that need to be dealt with. That's why the other day the thing happened when you were instructed to deal with mommy, and when you dealt with mommy, sissy got mad, and now you're dealing with those issues, but you had to deal with it, because had you never dealt with that, that's one portion of your mind, your psyche, that would have not been set free and healed. So if happiness, if you're not happy every day, if you wake up every day and say, why am I here today? It's going to be just like yesterday. Then it is exactly what it's going to be, because you spoke it. So you got to change your thinking, change your language, change your life. So even though unhappiness may be when you wake up in the morning, if you say you're happy, I guarantee you will be. If you say you're happy when you walk on that godforsaken job that you don't want to be on, and those people get on your damn nerve, they won't get on your nerve, because they will be in your world, but not of your world, because your world says, I'm happy. They the one got a problem. So the problem that you have, my love, is that you're taking on their problems and their issues, and they have the solution, not you. They had a bad day. And I want you to be in the position that you're in, and the state of mind of people in these days and times. I need you to tone down that juju, because that juju does not need to go to that environment.
Okay, so you just proved my point.
Okay?
You decide what makes you happy. So do it. Be your own boss. Keep cooking for people. And start drawing again, or draw more.
If that's what you want to do.
Create your world. We create our own realities.
Create those things, Juju. Now, again, I'm going to say this. Stop talking and listen. Stop talking and listen. I want you to hear me right here in this moment, because I'm saying something without saying it on this live. You text us a couple days ago, maybe last week or so, and you said something that happened to you at the store while you were by yourself. Remember that? And then I'm also saying to you now that anything that you are dealing with on that job, do not take this juju there. Don't take the angry juju to that job, because there are things and people have problems. People have situations. People deal with things on a daily basis. And so you don't need to come with an aggressive nature because of your own issues at home, and they got their own issues at home, and then y'all come to work and collide. And as y'all colliding, there's an energy building, and it's building every day. And the more it builds, the more you are angering a person that you don't know what they're capable of. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You understand me in this moment? I'm telling you, do not take that juju to the job. Don't. Because that juju is angry. And anything anybody says to Juju right now, she's going to snap off. But when you go there, don't take that juju. We have to have balance, guys, and understand where we should be totally ourselves and where we should not. Because you are dealing with people and people's issues and people's lives problems. You understand me? You understand me? Okay. So when you go to that job, I need you to transmute before you go. Every time you go, I need you to transmute. And the parts of you that are angered quickly, leave them at home. Pick it back up when you get to the house. Okay? All right.
Some more to be, baby. If y'all want a reading, make sure you all let us know. We pull on you by energy.
Okay.
But if we ain't pulling fast enough, gift us 530 stars or cash app us $11.11 or more. 2DOPEsoulz, y'all. Morning mantras. This is your morning dose of inspiration from 2DOPEsoulz from the West Coast. Hey. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Miss Funky.
Yeah, so that nigga the road book that you wish it could be. Always was smoking on that good seat. We stay pushing the work. Them niggas saying your girl, she coming through when you know.
Juju, you take on too much. That's why it's hard to be happy. You worry too much. And you worry about stuff that's not your business. I'm not saying you're a busybody, you're nosy. I'm talking about you emotionally tied and you emotionally care about stuff that you can't control or change. Only that person can. You take on too much. Your heart is big, but it's not that big. You heard? We love you so much, baby.
The block got perfect timing. That's the reason why my line stay shining.
Ice.
I stay grinding.
We'll be back this evening for Terror Tuesdays, y'all.
The block got perfect timing.
Today is that day,
That's the
baby.
reason why my line stay shining.
Favorite verse, let's go.
Tell that girl pre-roll 15 blunts. Let me hit that shit. They ain't telling cuts in the cuts.
Let's talk later, guys.
Partying with free minds. We do this shit for 34. Messing with it, get you. We gon' come to bust it down your door.
Let that shit go, Juju.
Flashes, leave your pen when your girl hit that nigga saying, please hit that ass beat. Bitch, hold up. First we
Talk later, guys. It's our son. Go download him on Apple Music.
See how they get bold, they can fold your thing, hold it. Chicks and all of
All right, guys, listen. Hope y'all had a good time. Hope you were inspired. So the moral of the story today is, if it wasn't no necessarily topic, just a recap, what are you going to do with what you already have? Whether it's information, whether it's a healing, whether it's a breakthrough, whether it's deliverance, whether it's knowledge, whether it's wisdom, whether it's a thought process, whether it's eye-opening info, a nugget, whether it's a note that you took from something that we said.
Jessica,
Okay, Jessica Hines.
Miss Funky,
Then Miss Funky.
Joanna Mitchell just said something under you. Miss Joanna, please inbox Jessica for a private session.
I stay grinding.
I know, right?
Oh, talk later.
Yeah, his stuff is amazing. Great artist. Don't y'all sleep on Talk Later. Don't do it.
So the thing is,
Thank
guys,
you, Joanna.
take the note and do something with the note, right? Do something with the information. Do something with the wisdom, because a lot has been said and a lot has been covered.
Thank you, Sam.
But the question is, are you growing? Right, Sheila?
The question is, are you growing? And so and so now that we know that we have information,
Yeah.
it's now become knowledge.
Yeah.
Now let's activate the knowledge, guys.
Activate. Y'all follow us on. Don't do that. Y'all follow us on TikTok. We got sponsored last night, y'all. Y'all follow us on TikTok. Hey, Ernestine, we lit on TikTok, right? Ernestine, tell them. Ernestine,
we was on 4 hours last night.
Ernestine Compton followed us from TikTok, and
That's why we
Ernestine brought about 10 people to TikTok
Ernestine
last
brought
night.
the family. She brought our other cousins.
She brought the Comptons through.
All of our cousins.
But look, we're actually going to go to TikTok shortly for a morning show over there. It's still morning here. And we're still, it be lit over there on TikTok. Ernestine.
Oh, you Jamise! Hey! Hey!
Hey, Jamise. Jamise got a reading yesterday. Was that shit dope or what?
Too, huh? She want to go private on.
She want to go private.
All right, girl. We got you, girl.
Miss Funky will tell you everything you need to do for a private session, baby.
Listen, guys, we're going to go over there. Y'all give us about 30 minutes, and y'all can meet us over on TikTok, okay?
Make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the Black Poly and Paranormal TikTok show. It's going to be in Vicksburg, Mississippi on October the 23rd at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Because once we get packed, it's over, y'all. Ain't coming in there. Y'all can sit outside and listen if y'all want to. But y'all ain't coming in there.
Oh, last night was stupid, right? It was dope, Jessica. Last night was stupid because not only did we do readings, we did inspiration, teaching, we did mediumships, man. All y'all dead kinfolk came up in there last night.
Please.
We was doing mediumships left and right. We did tarot readings. We did major healing sessions where we had like maybe 115 people in the room, and over half the room had pain and elements. And we just had y'all to drop y'all pain numbers in. Sam was up in there on a whole 6 or 8 or something like that. But in a way, we saw pain drop from a 9 to a 0 in mass waves last night. It was crazy. Did you see that, Jessica? Jessica Hines, she said inbox her, please. All right. Make sure y'all get your tickets. Follow that link. And at the very least, go, if you're thinking about tickets, go and RSVP on that link. Jessica, everybody. I don't care if you're not in the South or the Mississippi area. Everybody go RSVP on that link right now. And keep that way, because that's the main link that we use for the whole tour. We just changed the dates out for the tickets. All right. Thank you, Ernestine. So we'll see you guys in about 30 minutes on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. Go like our shit. Go show our shit. Go visit our shit. Comment in our shit. Duet in our shit. Y'all know why?
Why we ain't famous yet?
Because y'all ain't shared our shit.
Share this live right now.
Share it live. Share this live so they can watch the replay.
Share right now.
Share it live.
Right now.
It's gonna say this video is no longer available.
Don't worry about it.
But it'll be available soon.
Just share.
Let them watch the replay. And those of y'all watching the replay, give us some stars.
Don't play.
Send us a cash out. Distant blessings. I'm just George. And together we are 2DOPEsoulz. Until tomorrow or this evening for Terror Tuesdays. But Terror Tuesdays this evening, y'all. Terror Tuesdays tonight here on Facebook.
Oh, no, let me go get some sleep. Y'all gonna work. I'll be working, folks.
Live,
love,
and discover.
namaste.
Namaste, y'all. Y'all be easy.